Time is everything.
Welcome back to the channel, although please note that this is a spoiler. Director of Loki Season 2, Episode 3, Kasra Farahani, explains why the sacred timeline is continuously expanding despite the billions of lives that have already been lost. The multiverse has been collapsing since He Who Remains died in the Season 1 finale. Mobius and Loki are fighting against time to save the temporal loom, which was holding the sacred timeline together, with the aid of OB and B-15. Before the gang can stop her with Sylvie's assistance, Kate Dickie's General Docs tried to take matters into her own hands by organizing an army of hunters and chopping down dozens of timelines behind their backs. Screen Rant had an exclusive conversation with Farahani to discuss some of the biggest revelations in Loki Season 2, Episode 3, 1893, in honor of the just-aired episode. The director said, the latter, when asked if the branches that were growing were ones that were resistant to Docs' pruning attempts or brand new ones. This confirmed that many lives had been lost as a result of the General's plans, but that the multiverse was still in a fractured state. Will any of the new branches affect the TVA's survival? First episode of Loki Season 2 depicts Loki in the future. The stakes have remained high for both Loki and Mobius in the TVA as they have raced to both preserve the free will that the former intended to create in confronting He Who Remains in the Season 1 finale. Even if they have had more time-traveling adventures in the last two episodes. The TVA technician and another beloved character, Eugene Cordero's Casey, are trying to figure out a way around the temporal loom's inability to accommodate the growing timeline branches that Sylvie's killing of the Kong variant has sparked. OB has repeatedly reminded the pair of this. Their final goal was to find Miss Minutes and Ravonna Renslayer in order to persuade the rogue AI to let them repair the temporal loom. But in the process, Loki and Mobius found Victor Timely, a Kong variation from the 19th century. Though they must contend with Miss Minutes and Ravonna's conflicting intentions for Timely, as well as the individuals the inventor has conned to raise money for his numerous projects. The hope is that they will be able to use his temporal aura to fix the situation. While they are successful in returning Timely to the TVA at the end of Loki Season 2, Episode 3, it is unclear if their efforts will eventually be successful in keeping the agency from failing. Even though Timely is credited as the TVA's founder, he will still have to deal with a lot of technology that is far ahead of his time, and given how severely broken the system is now, it might already be too late to entirely resolve the issue. Besides, Mobius barely made it out of the adventure into the temporal loom, so it's likely that sending his aura to the machine could have even more disastrous effects.
It's him. Who? He Who Remains.